as you know, a little update. Yesterday was basically D-Day for results for CAT scan and to see what's going on with my body and things like that. Obviously, go there to 5 o'clock appointments in the evening. I had to support my family, which was good to come with me. Sitting there waiting, gets up at 4:45. Sitting down waiting, waiting, 5:30, 5:45. Then I thought, you start thinking doom and gloom then. Oh, this is going to be bad news. This is going to be really grim. Oh, you start to think all bad things. 6 o'clock, 6:15. Next thing I see is the surgeon doctor walking across. Good for me. Obviously, all the thoughts were run away with me that the man was late. He's a surgeon. He gets called into an emergency. So from time to time, things take precedence over what they have on appointment wise. So, and another good thing for me is that as soon as he arrived, I got called straight in. So I was thinking when I was waiting that it could be bad, but it just turned out the man was late for obvious reasons. Gets called in, my wife comes in with me, sits down, the surgeon was there, and you get, when something like this is starting to happen, obviously, and suspected cancer, you're given a contact nurse. Now I've got, my contact nurse was there, met her for the first time, met the surgeon, who's the doctor who's dealing with me, and he sat us down and basically straight away, obviously you get the niceties out of the way, pleased to meet you and all that, and then next thing he says, I've got bowel cancer. Right, straight away, steam train, right, hits you straight away. Now, to be honest, the week from CAT scan to getting the results, you do think of all this anyway, so I think you're starting to mentally prepare for bad news anyway. But as he continued to talk, he said, okay, it's bowel cancer, but the biopsy didn't reveal what stage it was or what type of cancer it is. So I'm assuming it's been, he doesn't know whether it's benign or malignant, and what stage it's at. And the other good news was that it was only in that part of the colon. The CAT scan revealed nothing in the lymph nodes, no other secondary anywhere else. They scanned my entire body, there's nothing else anywhere else. So I know it's bittersweet that you get told something like that, but then you also get told you've got to take the positives as well. So I got given positive information as well. So that's the way to look at things, where you think, okay, then I just said then they're explaining, asking you how you feel and things like that, and they're starting to ask you questions, and then my attitude is then whatever we need to do, we do. So obviously I knew we were getting surgery. I was given a date for surgery. Obviously pre-ops have to be done. There's a procedure then you have to follow. I was given the dreaded drinks pack to give me the clear out the day before surgery, so I knew that was coming. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one, but needs must. And obviously today it was a little trip to back to the hospital to have pre-op done, which is bloods, blood pressure, ECGs, basically your height, your weight, obviously checking over everything, making sure you're fit for surgery. That was done today, and then obviously because of the current climate, I'm double vaccinated anyway against the COVID, but I've booked in for a booster tomorrow. Lucky enough, I found a local chemist today that could give me a flu jab, because the plan is now not to have anything that can stop me going to surgery. Now, surgery's not going to be for a couple of weeks, because obviously COVID put a backlog on everything, so there's nothing you can do about that. There's people that have been waiting a long time to probably get to this stage where I'm only waiting a couple of weeks. So the good news is it's only a couple of weeks, but when you think about it, under the current climate, I've had to have my flu jab, I've got to get my COVID booster tomorrow, so then you can't go to surgery, and you can't get them done within 7 days of surgery. So I've got them out the way now, so then I've got to go clear 7 days before surgery. Couple of days, well, just before surgery, the week of surgery, I've got to go for a COVID test again. I'm more bloods. The more bloods are for if I need a blood test, blood transfusion, not blood test, blood transfusion. And once you get the COVID test, you have to isolate any, because to be honest, you're going to play ball, because you're not going to want them to suspend your surgery, or don't want to catch someone and you can't have the surgery, because let's be honest, I want it gone. It's got to be gone. Everyone in this picture is going to want it gone. So obviously it's obviously I've got a couple of weeks here, but I've got things to do now. I've got to obviously download Kindle books, download things that are going to keep me occupied while in surgery. I know I'm going to be in between 4 and 7 days. It's a 4-hour operation. Even today, when you're going for the pre-op, every room, every time you go speak to someone who's going to test someone on you, they ask you how you are, they ask you how you feel, how you're managing and things like that. And they do it all. Every room, or every person I spoke to was spot on with the way they treated me and all that. So it's been a good day. I know you don't like to hear the cancer word. No one does. I don't care who you are. I don't care how tough you think you are or who you are. You don't want to hear them words. But if you hear it, then the trick is to listen and see what positive you can have with this, because it's, even though it's not a nice thing to have, you may have some positives to go along with, which I've got some positives. So keeping control of what I can do, and not trying to worry too much about what I can't do. There's another reason why I was trying to hold out on my family and things like that, and because of certain things in the family that have gone on with regards to this type of disease. You try not to let your mind run away with you, because there's just so much things that, see, it's not something that you want to be told. It's not something that you want to deal with, but you also don't want to go on the internet. Don't go near the internet. Don't look at all that shit that's on there, because you will fucking put yourself in a box. You will be thinking negative thoughts. You will be thinking all sorts. That shit's going to happen to me. That. You'll be writing yourself a death sentence before you've even fucking started treatment. So stay off the internet. Try and keep positive. If you get told what you've got, and it is what it is, try and look at certain positives to keep it positive. That's the way I'm looking at it. I'm in on a full steam ahead now. Get it done, get the surgery. It's going to be a 4-hour operation. So I'm just going to deal with it as they come. Apparently they want me up and about, and once they've got it out of me, they're going to dissect it all, cut it all up, have a look, see what it is, see where they're at, and then they'll know whether they're going to give me chemotherapy then, if I need chemotherapy or if I don't. Trick is, I'm going to cross that bridge when it comes to it. First thing first, get the surgery done, get myself sorted, get myself back on my feet, and then go back to the hospital and get the results of what they've found out about what they've actually took out of my body, and take it from there. And if it's chemo, it's chemo. You take it on the chin, get on with it. And I know that's going to be a pretty rough ride, and if I continue doing this, you're probably going to see it. We'll go through it and basically come out the end of it and get through this and get back to normal life, and basically sometime have a holiday, because it's just been, COVID's got a lot to answer to with people where we've been restricted. It's slowed the national health down for whatever reason or another. It's overrun the national health, and I think I'm lucky that it's happened now, because I don't know what would have happened if it had happened during COVID. I've probably been waiting until now to be sorted, because they were under that much pressure. So hats off to the NHS for what they're doing, and I'll go with the flow, and I'll let you know what's going on in the next couple of weeks. Bye.